The system of slavery inflicted horrific and systematic abuse upon black people, with punishments designed to maintain absolute control, enforce labor, and terrorize. These brutal methods were often meted out for both perceived infractions and as a display of dominance, with little to no legal recourse for the enslaved. Common and cruel punishments included whipping and flogging, the most pervasive form of punishment. Whips made of rawhide or cowskin were used to lash enslaved individuals, often to the point of severe lacerations, leaving permanent scars. Sometimes salt or brine was rubbed into the open wounds to increase pain and prevent infection, ensuring prolonged suffering. Pregnant women were not exempt, with methods devised to allow lashings without directly harming the baby. Shackling and restraints, heavy iron collars, chains, and hobbles were used to restrict movement, impede work, and inflict constant discomfort. Spiked collars could prevent sleep, and runaway slaves might be fitted with bells to track their movements. Mutilation and branding as identification and extreme punishment. Enslaved people were branded with hot irons, often with the owner's initials or a mark indicating a crime. More horrific mutilations included cutting off ears, gouging out eyes, removing front teeth, and even castration for men or cutting off breasts for women, particularly in the colonial era and for those attempting escape or rebellion. Sexual abuse and rape. Enslaved women and girls were routinely subjected to sexual exploitation and rape by slaveholders and overseers, a pervasive form of physical and psychological torture. There were no laws to protect them, and white men could legally rape their female slaves. Men and boys were also sexually abused. Psychological torture and family separation beyond physical violence. Enslaved people endured immense psychological cruelty. Families were routinely torn apart through sale, often never to see each other again. This constant threat of separation was a powerful tool of control. Exposure and starvation. Enslaved people were often denied adequate food, water, and medical care, forced to work even when sick. Being left exposed to the elements or intentionally starved were also forms of punishment. Extreme torture devices and methods. Some accounts describe exceptionally sadistic methods, such as placing a runaway slave between the screws of a cotton gin, or rolling an individual down a hill in a spike barrel. Executions for rebellion or severe defiance could be public and grotesque, including burning alive. These punishments were not random acts of individual cruelty, but were often codified in slave codes, laws designed to dehumanize black people and maintain the institution of slavery, ensuring that enslaved individuals were treated as property rather than human beings.